अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, होप यू ऑल आर फाइन। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस लेक्चर में हम डिस्कस करेंगे अबाउट इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, जो इन्वायरमेंट है या जो हमारा नेचर है, इट सस्टेन्स आवर लाइफ फॉर आवर वेल बीइंग, फॉर आवर लाइफ एज ए कॉन्शियस एंड रेशनल बीइंग। we should know the importance of our environment because we know that environment जो हमारा है, it is essential for the maintenance of our life, it is essential for our well-being. So we should also keep the environment as healthy as productive as it can be. तो जो environment है, how to know and how to keep our environment healthy, how we should know that how we should know the importance of our environment. In order to understand the importance of our environment, we should first understand the importance of environmental science, because environmental science is the study of our environment, which gives us insight about the various features of our environment. So the importance of environmental science can be summarized as: number first, to understand the global impact of environmental problems. In जो environmental science है, it helps us to understand the environmental problems such as climate change, global warming, ozone layer depletion, acidic rain, which are the problems of global concern. ये जो problems है, these are the problems which are occurring at global level. So we should know, or we should understand, we should have knowledge of these environmental problems, and the environmental science gives us an insight of these environmental problems. And जो environmental science है, it also gives us we can say it also gives us the understanding of the efforts how we should tackle these problems. Environmental science helps us understanding that जो हमारे local environments हैं, they can contribute in the protection and safety of the global environment. यानी जो environmental science है, by the help of environmental science, we are able to know these global problems, and we are able to find the solution of these environmental problems and how to tackle these environmental problems. Environmental science gives us an understanding how we can protect our global environment by protecting our local environments. दूसरा जो importance है, that is to realize the impacts of development on environment. जो environmental science है, it helps us to understand the adverse impacts of industrial growth, urbanization, overpopulation, construction of roads and buildings, transport, etc. And environmental science जो हमें एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग देता है कि व्हाट आर द एडवर्स इफेक्ट, जो नुकसानदेह हम कहेंगे जो इम्पैक्ट्स है इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ के या अर्बनाइजेशन के या ओवर पॉपुलेशन के या कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड्स एंड बिल्डिंग्स के ऑन आवर एनवायरनमेंट, ऑन आवर वी कैन से वर्ल्ड, ऑन आवर अर्थ. और साथ साथ environmental science gives us some sustainable measures for the better development without compromising the future generations ability to satisfy their own needs. In environmental science एक तरफ हमें एक insight देता है about the adverse impacts of these we can say developmental problems on our environment, और दूसरी तरफ हमें conservation measures देता है, sustainable measures देता है for the better development or for better development of our world. तो तीसरा जो है, to discover sustainable ways of living. Environmental science जो है, it helps us to understand and explore the methods and ways to live more sustainably. And environmental science helps us to live a sustainable life on this very planet. This means it helps us to understand and to utilize the present resources in a manner that we can use them for our own use, as well as we can conserve them for the future supplies. चौथा जो है, environmental science helps us to utilize natural resource efficiently. Environmental science जो है, it teaches us how to use the natural resource efficiently, judiciously, by employing the right techniques, by employing right skills and management to minimize the exploitation of our natural resources. पांचवा जो है, जो environmental science helps us to adopt measures to conserve biodiversity. We know that the biodiversity, it is a variety and variability of living organisms which is present on our earth. Environmental science helps us to understand the relationship between organisms in populations, in communities, and how these relationships work to maintain the ecological balance for sustainable life. We know जो biodiversity है, it maintains the ecological balance on this earth. So in order to maintain the ecological balance, we have to conserve our biodiversity. Environmental science helps us to understand what are the conservation measures, what are the losses which are posing a threat to our biodiversity, as well as what are the conservation measures by which we can conserve our natural and this biodiversity, as well as maintain the ecological balance for our sustainable life. Or एक और importance environmental science की to learn and create awareness about environmental problems at local and global level. जो environmental science है, it develops the responsibility among the people and concerned authorities to maintain ecological balance for a sustainable life, and aims to educate and equip learners with necessary environmental skills to pass to the communities in order to create awareness. And environmental science जो है, it develops the sense of responsibility among the people as well as among the concerned authorities in order to maintain the ecological balance on this very planet for the sustainable, we can say, for the sustainable life, in order to maintain the life on this very, or in order to sustain the life on this very planet. As well as environmental science educates and equips the learners, uh, educates and equips the people with necessary environmental skills so as to pass them to their communities in order to create the awareness about their environment. So that was about the importance of environmental science. Hope you have understood. Thank you.